Hey, this is Catherine Standish with Standish Writes Fantasy RPGs, or Standish Writes. Today we're going to show you how to make an interlocking Celtic design for a dungeon lock. I chose Celtic designs because I think they lend themselves to this, and I'm going to look up a design for wind because I think elemental designs also lend themselves to this, and wind's my favorite. I always go into the settings, do an advanced search to make sure I'm not going to interfere with a copyright. You don't really have to worry about that if you're just doing this for your table that you're playing with. I'm going to go into images and look for a design that I like. This one looks pretty good, fairly simple, and I think it'll lend itself well to the project. So go ahead and find something you like to use as a symbol, print it out, maybe print a couple of copies just to be sure. I have to copy this by hand since I don't have a printer, and I'll meet you in the next part of the video. Okay, so I made a few copies. You're going to want to print out several copies of this in case you make some mistakes. What I'm going to start with is just outlining everything in marker. Now some of the pieces I'm going to want these little petals right here on one piece. And then I'm going to want these much larger petals that kind of circle around. You can see this almost looks like a continuous line around. The problem is, in order to cut those out, I'm going to have to create a strip right here because they're going to be touching, and then you're just going to end up cutting a whole circle. Now in red, all I need to cut out is this little piece here. I'm actually going to cut along the blue lines, but this red is just telling me what pieces need to be cut out. Obviously my pieces aren't perfectly shaped because I didn't print them out, but yours will be. And then the outside of the red is obviously going to be the larger outside of the circle. Now I'm going to trace the blue first. So we end up with these two pieces. I'll create some digital versions and put them in the description below. Now all I have to do is I have to cut them out. I'm going to go ahead and shade in the parts that need to be cut out so I don't forget. I'll have a digital version that has this shaded in as well. Alright, here are our pieces. Now that they've been cut out, you're going to want to trace them onto cardboard or cardstock. You're going to do that for each piece, and then you'll have these two separate cardboard or cardstock pieces. I recommend painting them with silver or gold metallic paint just because it makes them look like realistic metals. This piece is the one the players are going to carry around, and this is going to get attached to whatever door or lock you're doing. So if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons. Leave a comment below letting us know if there's any other crafts you're interested in. See you next time.